Hello student, good day to all of you. I'm Einstein Pillai Sankaran. This lesson is prepared for the IGCSE student who are taking coordinated science. This is lesson number 5 for the chapter 11, air and water. So before this lesson, there is also another 4 lessons for the same chapter. I hope you can watch that lesson before you attend this lesson. And I want to show you about that lesson here. You can see if you go to YouTube, I have from lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and today is lesson 5. So you should watch in sequence, then you can understand this topic. Okay. So for today, lesson 5, we are going to learn about carbon dioxide and methane. So take note, in the lesson 1, we learn about water, filtration, and chlorination. In lesson 2, we learn about all the air pollutant and from where the source of the air pollutant and the effect of the air pollutant. In the lesson 3, we have learned what are the methods that they used to reduce this air pollutant. And in the lesson 4, we have learned about rusting and how to overcome these challenges. And in today's lesson, our focus would be discuss the formation of carbon dioxide. Number 2, carbon dioxide and methane are greenhouse gases. Number 3, how greenhouse effect which finally contribute to climate change. This is our focus today based on our syllabus. So again, my 3 top question for you for this lesson. Can you give one example where carbon dioxide is formed? Hopefully you can get some clue. Number 2, what is the greenhouse effect? Or whenever we mention about greenhouse. And number 3, how greenhouse affect the world? So if you have answer for this question, feel free to write down your answers. During the lesson, we can check whether your answer is tally with our syllabus guide. Okay, so guys, you have found at least one way how carbon dioxide is formed from the clue I gave you just now. Okay, so as you can see, based on our syllabus, the first idea that we're going to have is about either respiration, it's acceptable. Next one is about complete combustion of carbon containing substance. So any carbon containing substance, whenever it is combusted in a complete oxygen, it will form carbon dioxide. So it is not necessary only thinking about fossil fuel. So when we talk about carbon containing substance, anything, even like books, food, a piece of cake, anything, because it contains carbon, whenever it is combusted, it's going to produce carbon dioxide. Okay, so besides respiration, of course, all of you know what is respiration. Now, beside these 2 methods, there is another 2 new things that we will learn. One is reaction of acid with carbonate. So you may ask, what is carbonate? It can be any metal, okay? Any carbonate metal or any just carbonate compound. whenever it reacts with acid, it will produce carbon dioxide and water. An example, you can see, for example, calcium carbonate. Whenever it reacts with any acid, it will form carbon dioxide. Okay, same. Sodium carbonate, it reacts with another different acid, it produces carbon dioxide, and so forth. And the last one, thermal decomposition of calcium carbonate. So this is again, it is not only limited to calcium carbonate, it can be any carbonate metal. For example, copper carbonate or magnesium carbonate. Any carbonate, when they decompose because of the heat, they will form carbon dioxide gas. So I hope you can remember these 4 points: respiration, combustion, reaction of carbonate with acid, and number 4, thermal decomposition of carbonate. So in our syllabus, they just discuss about calcium carbonate, but you also can use or can think other example as well. Now, so let's talk about what is this greenhouse. So probably in certain countries where they have 4 seasons, they have house made of glasses, and in this house, they plant vegetables and flowers, and the temperature inside the house is kept in a certain constant where it is warm for the whole year, despite the fact outside may have winter or autumn. So this is the concept. When we talk about greenhouse gases, this carbon dioxide and methane is the main source of greenhouse gases. Beside carbon dioxide and methane, of course, there are also other gases like nitrogen oxide, fluorocarbon, CFC, and sometimes hydrofluorocarbon, perfluorocarbon. All of these, sulfur hexafluoride, all of these are also example of greenhouse gases. It is just that our syllabus for coordinated science is just giving you 2 simple things. Carbon dioxide and methane is the important part for the greenhouse gases. So once you have a large amount of greenhouse gases, how it will affect the entire environment? Can you think about that? Now, so you can see the greenhouse gases causes climate change. First of all, you can see in some areas we have, for example, fire because it's too hot. And in some areas we have drought, for example, farming areas here. And in some areas we have typhoon or tsunami or other disaster coming. Okay, now, and on my right hand side is a beautiful picture. You can see one poor panda bear in the ice that is melting. When ice started to melt, the water level started to increase. So these are examples of climate changes. Of course, there is more than this. I hope my explanation is easier for you to understand and to follow. If you have any question, feel free to message me or put in the comment section. I will answer to you. Have a great day. Bye.